Hello guys, my name is Sammy and this is DIY Speed Garage. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be installing my lift. It's Old Man EMU. It's the medium weight version 1. And I'm also going to install the upper control arms, also by Old Man EMU. Sorry for the wind noise. But yeah, I'm not going to go really detailed into the video because there's already other videos out there on how to install the lift. I'm actually gonna use my knowledge from watching the Iron Man install video. So I'm pretty much gonna go by that. I'll leave a link in the description on that. But I'm just gonna go and show you guys the different stages. So right now I have the GX up on my quick jack, and I'm getting all the tires off, tires and wheels. And next step is I'm going to remove the plate from the KDSS. That's like right under the driver's side door. When I take off the plate, I'm going to, unscrew the two bolts that need to be unscrewed. That way it'll release the pressure, I guess, from the KDSS system, and then that'll allow everything to be able to stretch or decompress or whatever. So alright guys, I'll show you the different stages that I'm at, and then I'll show you the end result. Alright guys, so I have the KDSS plate removed, which is right there. They're 12mm bolts. Take those out and this will come out, and then you see the two little screws. Unscrew them 2 turns. Make sure you mark them, so you know how much to tighten them back up. So that's done. And then I've also removed the brackets for the ABS line and the brake line. This up here is going to be a 10mm, and this one right here is a 12mm. Take those out, get these things loose and out of the way. And now you got to take off the castle nut on the upper control arm. It's probably going to be dirty just like this on yours, maybe not, I don't know. But just take a little brush, clean that off just a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. Right, now take off the cotter pin and then remove the castle nut, which is 19mm, and I'll do that, and then we'll go on to the next step. Alright guys, I'm starting to remove my shock. I've already removed the spindle from the ball joint here from the upper control arm. Then I loosened these up right here. These were 14mm bolts, nuts. And then I removed the bottom shock bolt, which was 19mm on both sides, on the nut and the bolt. So now I'm going to go ahead and try and get the strut out. Oh, by the way, make sure you hold this spindle so it doesn't come out this way, so it might get dislocated right in there. So yeah, just make sure you tie it up with a bungee or whatever you have. So alright guys, I'm going to try and get this shock out, and then after that we'll start putting the new one in. Alright guys, I managed to get the old strut out. It was a little bit of a battle, not as easy as in the Iron Man video for some reason. I don't know. Well, first of all, this whole thing wasn't dropping down. I guess the whole control arm assembly. So I figured I should do another turn to unscrew the KDSS bolt. So I did that. I did another full turn, and that let this articulate a little bit more. So depending on your car, you might need to unscrew the KDSS bolts 3 full turns. because on mine, on 2, it wasn't enough. And then I kind of put my weight on here to push down the whole thing, and then I was able to get the shock out. It's a little tricky, but definitely doable. So alright guys, let me show you real quick what the difference is between the stock strut, shock, and spring and the Old Man EMU. Alright guys, so this is the stock strut and spring. So as you can see, the factory spring has less coils, I guess less turns. It's not as dense compared to this one. This has way more, as you can see. Also, the thickness of the strut of the shock itself, this is way thicker than the stock one. You can see that. I don't know, I think you can see it. I know I can see it. It's at least 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch thicker on the Old Man EMU. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and get this in, and then we'll get to the rear of the GX. So stay tuned with me. Okay guys, so I forgot to mention another thing. If you're getting the Old Man EMU kit, it's not the front shocks and springs, they're not gonna come pre-assembled. You're gonna have to do that yourself. And you know, if I had the option from the seller, from Metal Tech, to have it assembled, I probably would have gone for it, because this was a pain in the butt. And yeah, I'll put up a picture of this spring compressor I bought on Amazon. Do not buy it. I barely managed to get this thing assembled with that. But the other benefit is you can buy a nice original Toyota / Lexus strut top mount if you do it yourself. Otherwise, if you get one that's pre-assembled, you don't know what you're getting. They say it's like original quality, but I just prefer original quality. So let me show you how far I've gotten. I decided to do something different than the Iron Man video. I decided to remove my upper control arm before I put the strut in. That just you know, make sure that nothing gets scratched up or dinged up whenever, you know, I'm putting the upper control arm in. Like if I were to do the spring for the strut first, I could get that scratched. It'll be harder. I gotta lift it out of the way. So yeah, I'm just gonna put in my strut first, and then I'm gonna put in the new upper control arm. By the way, it's 19mm for this bolt and the nut on both sides. So yeah, this is the passenger side. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my strut in here, and I'm gonna put in the new Old Man EMU upper control arm, and I'll show you guys. Stay with me. Alright, so this side is done, passenger side. Alright, all I gotta do is tighten up the bolts, the long bolt on the upper control arm, but that's once I let the car down on its own weight, and the lower shock bolt, and then I'll be done. You see I mounted my ABS line and everything on with the Old Man EMU control arms, upper control arms. You don't need to bend this little bracket like the Iron Man one, because it fits. This is also put back, castle nut. This is a little cap. Basically you got to take off the little zerk that's on here, and then put this cap on, and then screw the little nut on top, and keep the little zerk in case you, whenever you need to service the ball joint and grease it up. So, and I'll show you guys on the other side how far I am. This is the driver's side. This one went much faster. So I got the original upper control arm out, and I got my Old Man EMU strut in, and now I'm going to install the upper control arm and then I'll start on the rear. So I don't know, I'll see if I have enough time to finish today. Alright guys, keep watching. Alright guys, we're a few days later. I'm done with the lift. I didn't finish you know, with the showing you the installation steps and everything, because I finished at like 12 a.m. or something. Let me tell you, on the Iron Man video, they don't show you the installation on the driver's side front. That was a real pain in the butt. Like, I couldn't, even though I opened up the KDSS valves, I did it 2 turns like they said, I did it 3 turns, 4 turns, it still wouldn't drop down enough, you know, so the shock could get in there, the strut could get in there easily. And I had to like put down all of my weight plus push down on that you know, I put my weight on the, what do you call it, on the disc, so I could get enough space to where it could be pushed in. And I had my son help me push that in while I was putting all my weight down. So yeah, on the passenger side, getting the strut in was a nightmare, but I managed to get it done. Everything else was easy except for getting the rear sway bar end links back in. That was kind of a pain as well. Not as bad as the front strut, but everything else was pretty much just like in the Iron Man install video. I'll leave a link in the description, and let me show you guys how it looks, and we'll go around and I'll show you everything, so keep watching. Alright guys, here's the rear. I got 2.5 inches on the rear, and here's how that looks. I still have to install my my shock guards. I also got ARB ones, and here's how the front looks. Upper control arm also installed. That was really easy to install as well. I did do my alignment the other day, so let me see. Here's the strut. Yeah, it was a real nightmare getting it in on this side, the passenger side. But yeah, it's definitely 2 1/4 in the front, 2 1/2 in the back. I measured, you know, from the center of the wheel right here, from the ground up to, you know, right here. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit taller, a little harder to get in, but luckily we have those grab handles on each side. Here's how it looks from underneath. Definitely looks better. Oh, I had to trim my my fender plastic, and then also just use the heat gun because it started to rub again for some reason. But luckily no need to do a body mount chop or anything of that sort. This side was super easy to get in. Like I said, on these upper control arms, no need to do anything with this ABS bracket with these Old Man EMU upper control arms. So I have no more rubbing, everything is good. Here's the back on this side. So I'm still gonna install my shock guards like I said. But yeah guys, if you need to, you know, install your lift, pretty much just follow the Iron Man install video. It's pretty much the same. I'm sure it would have been easier if I just removed the ball joints and done it the other way, but it's okay. It wasn't too bad. Anyways, here's how it looks from the side. And by the way, I have the medium weight kit from the OLD MAN EMU lift kit. It's for the medium load. That's what I meant. This is how much my tires stick out. It's not too bad. I mean, I guess a lot of you guys want your tires to stick out. That wasn't really my goal, but that's how it turned out with these wheels because of the offset, I guess. So yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, just let me know, and I'll help out as best as I can. Thanks for watching. I'll leave links down in the description, and I'm gonna be doing a new video hopefully soon. I bought an ARB Black Series awning. Hopefully it really is in stock. It said it was in stock on the website, but you can never really know for sure with these ARB items nowadays. So hopefully it is in stock, and I'll be doing an install video on that soon. So thank you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe. I'm almost at the 1,000 subscriber mark, so that would be nice. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks. Bye.